To this lesson. Today we're in odd terms. We're in Unit 2, Cities and Countries, and we're looking at San Francisco. Okay, let's see where San Francisco is. Surrounded by a lot of water. San Jose, Sacramento. So somewhere in America, Nevada, Las Vegas. So there's San Francisco, and we are, where are we? We're somewhere way over here. Yeah, so a long way from us. So San Francisco. Maybe some of you have been. I've not been. Right, we're in our booklet. We're around page 17. Okay. And what we need to do first, there's a discussion. So where is San Francisco? You don't need to write your answers. You just need to think about them. Okay, so you don't need to reply here. Where is it? Which country? Where in the country? What are the 3 most famous tourist attractions? Which one would you most like to visit and why? What currency do they use? How much is 1 lira in this country? Are there any famous people? Find 3 interesting facts. Okay, so again, you don't need to reply, but I would like you to do this. Use Google to help you. Use your head to help you. And what we can better understand about San Francisco will help us when we start to listen and watch the lesson material. Okay, so do that. Pause this video and then resume it when you've done those questions. Right, okay, one more thing for us to do before we start watching. We've got some essential vocabulary here: wharf, peninsula, island, and bay, and match that with the definition. Okay, so please do that, and then we'll check. So, a wharf is sea, a flat structure built beside the sea or river where boats can be tied and unload. A peninsula, an area of land that is almost surrounded by water. An island, a piece of land completely surrounded by water. And a bay, part of the sea or large lake partly surrounded by land. Okay. Right, so some essential vocabulary there. And we can see that San Francisco is not an island, but it is a peninsula. Okay, so it's surrounded by a lot of water, but it is connected to land. Yeah. Here we can see an island, bay farm. So this is an example of a bay. Yeah, but San Francisco itself is on a peninsula. Right. Okay. Watch the video. Write down all the numbers you hear. Don't do this. Do this. Okay. Listen and watch. Write down the numbers that you hear, not the numbers that you see. I don't think we see any actually, but the numbers that we hear. Yeah. Now, there are 2 videos in your media album. The video that we want is this one. San Francisco, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. Yeah, confusingly, there are 2 videos called San Francisco, but this is the one we want, the shorter one, 3 minutes, 56 seconds. So head over to Schoology, play that, write down the numbers that you hear, and then come back here and we'll have a look together. Okay? So the first number that we hear is 800,000, 3,000, 3,000 years, 240 years, the 19th century. It's still a number. 1906, 1970s, 1989, 1861, 1963, 5 people, 1873, 40 cars, 1937, 6, 200, 9th longest. Yeah. So those are all of the numbers. If you got most of those, very good. If you got all of those, beautiful. Very, very well done. Yeah. If you need to watch the video again before we go any further, please watch the video again. Okay. When you've got most of those and when you're happy with them, watch the video again. What does each number mean? Okay, so 1970s. What happened in the 1970s? 5 what? Yeah. 1937. What's the meaning? What's important? Okay. So watch the video again. Maybe pause it. Maybe resume it. Pause and resume. Yeah. So what does that number mean? Again, do that please. Then come back and we will check together. Okay, so 800,000 is the number of people who live on the peninsula. 3,000 years is how long people have been living in San Francisco. 240 years ago is when the Spanish arrived. 19th century, the city started to grow. 1906, a powerful earthquake struck. 1970s is when the Transamerica Pyramid was built, the first quake-proof building. 1989, another earthquake. 1861 to 1963 is when Alcatraz Island was a prison. 5, the number of people who escaped the prison. They were never found. It doesn't mean they survived. Maybe they died in the water. 1873, when the cable cars started working. 40, the number of cable cars there are today. 1837 is when the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, was completed. 6 lanes of traffic. 200 meters is how tall the towers are. And 9th, it is the 9th longest suspension bridge in the world. So, not easy. Definitely not easy. Yeah, quite challenging. If we need to watch the video 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, then let's watch the video 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times. Okay. Right, well, we're going well, but we've not finished. Now, we have a second video, second longer video, also about San Francisco, this time from Lonely Planet. Maybe you've not heard of Lonely Planet. Lonely Planet is a big company that specializes in travel guides and travel information. Yeah, very, very famous. I like using their books a great deal. They also make some travel videos. Yeah. And we're going to watch one of them shortly. We need to put these things in order. Okay, so what do they talk about first? What do they talk about second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and so on? Yeah. If there's any difficult vocab, please check with your dictionary. Your dictionary won't be helpful for some of these because this is very specialist vocab about San Francisco. Okay, so watch the video. Which do they talk about first, second, third, and so on? Okay, do that, come back, and we will check together. Okay, so first is the cable car. Then Fisherman's Wharf. And Pier 39. Yeah, Pier 39. Stroll through the Golden Gate Park. That's next. And then the Mission District, the city's hub for music and arts. Haight Ashbury. And then the food, the foodie scene. After that, they go to the market, the farmer's market. From there, they go to the Painted Ladies. The Painted Ladies. Let me capitalize this. The Painted Ladies. And Lombard Street. Yes, that very twisty Lombard Street. They finish with the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay, so not very challenging that, I think. They all come in a quite straightforward manner. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is watch the video again and try to answer the questions. Okay, so 9 questions. Be a bit careful here. How many cars cross the Golden Gate Bridge every year? I think we need to do a little bit of maths here. Okay, so answer the questions, come back, we'll check our answers together, and then we're finished. So, the best way to explore San Francisco is by cable car. One of the iconic cable cars. Yeah. What is popular to do at Fisherman's Wharf? Eat. Grab a bowl of clam chowder. Okay, so eat clam chowder. What is clam chowder? I think we saw a picture of it briefly in the video. Clam chowder doesn't look very tasty. Clam chowder is any of several chowder soups in American cuisine containing clams and broth or milk, potatoes, salt, pork, onions, celery. Oh, interesting. Yeah, sounds tasty. What can you see on Pier... Oops. Come back. What can you see on Pier 39? You can see the sea lions. What are sea lions? Do we know? These are sea lions, yeah? And we saw them in the video as well, of course. What is Haight Ashbury famous for? The 1960s hippie revolution. Yeah, hippie revolution. How many stalls are at the farmer's market? Almost 100. Okay, not 100, almost 100. Yeah. When is the market's busiest day? Every Saturday. What are the Painted Ladies? Pastel-coloured Victorian houses. Yeah, pastel-coloured Victorian houses. How many curves does Lombard Street have? It has 8 sharp curves. And how many cars cross the Golden Gate Bridge every year? More than 120,000. More than 120,000 cars cross the bridge every day. So 120,000, let me head over, times 365. So what's that? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 31, about 32 million. About 32 million every year. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, that's the end of this lesson all about San Francisco. Maybe one day we'll get to visit it. Yeah. If you've enjoyed this lesson, please like it. Leave a comment down below. And if you've not enjoyed it, please also leave a comment down below. Okay, I enjoy reading your comments. See you next time when we will explore another lesson together. Bye for now.